The log trading has closed on the 21st of September 2023. As always, we'll do our disclaimer, go over our predictions, and make some calls. This is my trading plan for tomorrow, September 22, 2023. Just remember, I can be wrong. Also, I have personal business. I have not been following the market all day as I like to do, and just can't spend much time on my analysis, and probably I'm going to do that way till the end of the month. Today's pattern has the early low, which is this, and tomorrow should have the early high. We had some higher targets, and we said unless we gap down smartly, we should see them according to the rules. We gapped down smartly, and that didn't print. We had a price target where the waves balanced out around 43.64. We said if we got a recovery from that level, it would be credible, but if it failed, it should fail big. Here's what we said. We undercut this level in futures before the market even opened. I kind of lost my appetite for the idea before the open because of that. We did stall around this level for a while, but it didn't hold. It did fail, and now we think it'll fail big. We do get to cross some old MEJT targets off the list. 43.80.11, 43.54, 53. And the next lower target is 43.17.52, which isn't really too far away. We generated some new targets from today's patterns, 43.72.58, ultimately, no time limit, and 43.56.51. The rules say if we don't gap down smartly, it should print tomorrow, but one of the times the system doesn't get its targets on time is during periods of strong impulsive moves. And this is a strong impulsive move, so I'm not willing to risk money on these numbers printing tomorrow, even though the odds are overwhelming. They will print at some time. Early on, we got an ultimate buy signal. That hasn't been satisfied. That gives us the one target. MEJT said this move up here wouldn't stick, it would retrace. Said this drop wouldn't stick, then that gives us the other target. We did get a buy signal at these lows. It's described on page 120 of my book. At the time I wrote the book, I said it was good for 8 to 10 points. It was one of the most reliable signals I had. But when I came up with it over 20 years ago, 8 to 10 points was about a 1% move in the market. We got the 8 to 10 points and more here, but it's no longer 1% for sure. And even though it worked, it's just kind of a blip at these prices. This was to Mark's bar 13. This violates the stop loss. He says the stop loss should be considered loosely, but that's too much for me. Now anything needs confirmation. We have to go one penny under today's close. It may be a gap up here tomorrow. This break doesn't count, but for now, that's a violation. He has a pattern where you might get 9 bars of setup going down, and right now we have, if I count this right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, should mean if we keep dropping 4 more days, the system gives another buy. That hasn't happened yet, and we're already under the lower Bollinger Band. You tend not to stay there very long. Well, I had some good support at 43.64. That didn't hold. Next support I have is under 4,200. I'm not saying we have to go there, and I'm certainly not saying we should go there in a straight line, but it's a plausible target when you're in free fall like this. Friday's pattern should have the early high regardless of where we open. Today's drop violated the 43.64 wave target and the stop loss on the demarked sequential buy signal. There are higher targets from today's patterns, but the two times the targets have a high rate of failure are at major changes in trend or during periods of strong impulsive moves. The odds are great the targets will print at some time, but that doesn't help me plan for tomorrow. And just to remind you, any failure is a failure based on time. Prices still print. When signals fail, and I thought 43.64 was pretty good. When signals fail, they fail big. That's what we said yesterday. There's a possible change in trend coming over the weekend. Sell Rosh Hashanah, buy Yom Kippur. But after today's drop, I can justify a decline under 4,200 cash, even if we don't go there in a straight line. That's pretty negative stuff. I'm not going to stand in the way of it. But that doesn't mean we even have to drop tomorrow. I just think that we've broken support. All we need is confirmation to go under today's close by 1 cent, and we should have quite a bit more to go on the downside because support did not hold. It's a pattern with the early high, and that's today's call.